In this video, we're going to show you how to prepare for a concrete retaining wall. We have our mini excavator, a Bobcat that we currently have, and we were able to bring it in here. We have a laser right there that's helping us get the proper depth that we need, and we have that little stick right there with the laser. And right here, yeah, we're starting to dig, and we're just all the excess soil, making sure that it's, you know, all clean and going into the trench. And there we have our guide with the stick and also with the laser, just you know, telling our excavator how deep or what he needs to do. We also have this other little skid steer from Bobcat, and it's really nice because we can be able to move the soil a lot more efficiently from one point to the other side right there. So right here, that we're going to start the wall at this end. We already dug the depth that we needed right here, and that's where we're currently working right now. So yeah, we're just, you know, getting the soil, bringing it up here, pushing it through. That way our other little skid steer can pick it up, you know, drag it back. This is how we work on the projects a lot more efficiently. And right here, we're just starting to build a little ramp so we can get the machine out of the lower part and into our customer's side. Right here, we noticed there was like a little tree there with roots, so we went ahead and removed it at the same time, so that way we don't it doesn't get in the way for the future work. And there it is. So we're just starting to clean, you know, making sure we kind of keep the work site clean, even though it is construction and we have a lot of dirt and soil, but we're just trying to be as efficient as possible. Right here, the excavator is already at the top part, and we're starting to just excavate the final things, putting it straight into the bucket. And then we're just making a little pile. A lot of this dirt right here, we're going to be using it on the job site right here because we're going to do a back patio with sand finish, and the level is currently low, so we're going to use a lot of that to spread it around and compact it and all of that. So right here, we're just going to continue to remove the dirt, putting it straight into the bucket right there. And we have the gentleman right here with the laser, Shorty. He's telling him, you know, you need a little bit more right there, or you need to dig. And there it is. You know, we're just digging, and he's checking and digging and moving it over. Right there, we ran into like a post. There was a fence along the property line right there, so they had a concrete base for the post, and so it was a little hard to take it out, but we finally got it out of there. And so right here, we're just continuing to dig whatever we need. And there it is. He's telling him go a little bit towards the right, go a little bit down, because at this point the excavator, the operator, he can't really see down there. His visibility is a little bit not good from the top part, so he really needs that guide to tell him, give him signs, you know, like you need to go down, you need to move it over, you need to be like right here. So you always want to make sure you have a guide, you know, telling the operator what needs to be done. And just kind of keep an eye on things, you know, because sometimes we may run into lines, obstacles, different things. So they just need to be readily available for anything that comes up. So right here, we're just moving the dirt around, removing some additional soil. and it's getting pretty close. There's just a couple more things. If you notice, the gentleman at the very end, he's starting to dig by hand, removing all of the loose material. And there it is right there. He's got it all kind of ready. We need to have the base, kind of solid. And all of the loose dirt, we need to take it out of there so it doesn't affect the concrete pour that we're going to put in there. So there it is. He's with the pick. He's just starting to scrape the edges, making sure that we have the 2 foot wide that we need. And just cleaning everything, all the surroundings. So right here, we pretty much got it all ready. Got it all cleaned up. And that's where the retaining wall is going to go. So we have a little step down right there that the footing's going to, have like a step down. So this is another wall that we're also excavating the footing for. It's next to the main one that we're doing. So we're just starting to, this one's not going to be as long. The other one is like about 35 lineal feet, and it's like 2.5 to 3.5 foot tall. This one is not going to be as long, but it is going to be, I think, like around the same, 2.5 to 3 foot tall. And that one is pretty much done right there. So now our helper right here, Hilmer, he's starting to clean up the trench, doing the same thing, making sure everything is looking like this one right here. So that's how we get the foundation, the footing ready for the retaining wall. And here we're starting to put the rebar. We're going to have 2 rebars running the entire length at the bottom. And then we have the pins. And this is our tool that we use to cut the rebar. Right here, I think we needed like a 7 foot length piece. And so we just measure it, put it in there, and cut it. And these are the J bars we're putting in. The pins go into the ground right there, and then they come up. And from there, we tie in the J bars with those little ties. We tie that to the pins, and it goes underneath the 2 bars that run all the way across. So there it is at one end. It goes there. It steps up with the pin right there. It bends and connects to that, and it just kind of keeps moving towards the other end. And the pins are every 8 feet apart. They go into the ground. And then the J bars that you see right there, we're putting them underneath the 2 rebars. Those are every 4 feet. Every 4 feet apart, we're putting those. And then we're just tying everything together right there. There's the step up area. So we're adding a J bar right there. And then the other gentleman, he's helping, to hold it together and tie it. And making sure that it's nice and snug and fit. That way it doesn't move when we start pouring the concrete. So we have the 2 lines, running all the way through. So we're just getting both of those connected. So that way the rebar is continuous throughout the footing. So you see right there, it goes from the one end all the way through to the other end that the wall's going to be at. This, we're putting a temporary rebar at the higher end across, just to kind of hold everything, hold the verticals in place. That way they don't move, and they stay in place. So that's how you do it. You just have the couple rebars going down. You got the pins, you got the J bars, you got everything held in place. This is pretty much ready to go for the concrete pour. And this video is just giving you an idea how to get things ready for the footing, the foundation, for a concrete retaining wall that is going to be about 3.5 foot to, 2.5 to 3.5 foot tall. This one is running all along the property line, so between the two neighbors. We hope you like this video. Please subscribe, like the channel so we can get you more content.